All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's masterclass, the Data Analytics Mastery, Excelling in the Job Market with Essential Skills. All right, so before we begin our session for tonight, may I just remind everyone in order for you to receive your certificate, please make sure to fill out the attendance form tonight that we will be sending here in the Zoom chat before the session ends. All right. So once again, good evening. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce our esteemed trainer for this evening, Miss Renuga Devi. Miss Renuga is a second seasoned data scientist and an ACLP certified trainer with over 10 years of hands-on experience in developing and implementing machine learning solutions across industries. She holds IBM's Professional Data Science Certificate and numerous other prestigious credentials that demonstrate her dedication to mastering the field of data science. Her expertise extends far beyond technical know-how. Ms. Renu has designed and developed data science courses aligned with the National Skills Qualification Framework, or the NSQF, ensuring her training meets meets industry standards while staying ahead of emerging trends. She has also mentored countless professionals and students, guiding them through capstone projects and empowering them to excel in data analytics and beyond. In addition to her excellence, Ms. Renu has consulted with organizations to build predictive models, optimize processes, and uncover opportunities for innovation through data-driven insights. Her passion for research and her commitment to staying updated with the latest trends in data science make her an invaluable resource for aspiring data analysts and seasoned professionals alike. So tonight, Miss Renu will be sharing her wealth of knowledge and practical insights to help you master the essential skills needed to thrive in today's competitive job market. We are confident that her expertise and engaging teaching style will leave you inspired and better equipped for your journey in data analytics. Once again, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Miss Renuga Devi.
Thank you, Mr. John, for the warm welcome. Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to join this session. My name is Renika. I'm a data science trainer with over a decade of experience in the field. So today we are here to explore the fascinating world of data analytics. Whether you are a beginner or you have some prior experience, my goal here is to ensure you walk away with a clear understanding of the essential skills, tools, and applications that define success in the field. So feel free to ask your questions at any time. It's going to be an interactive, and let's make the most of our time together and dive into the exciting opportunities data analytics has to offer. I hope all are set. So before we proceed, can I get a thumbs up from everyone to kick things off on a positive note? Great, that's great. Thank you. So let me start sharing my screen now. Hope everyone can able to see my screen. I get a quick confirmation.
Yes, Miss, can see.
Right. So data analytics mastery, excelling in the job market with essential skill is our today's topic. So before we proceed, let's take a quick look at our agenda. So how many of you have experience in data science prior? Any experience? Anyone? All right. So let's take a quick look at our agenda for data analytics. The first is introduction, like a brief overview of the data analytics and its relevance in today's data-driven world, and followed with the importance of data analytics, like why data analytics is crucial for business today. So the role of data analytics in decision making, solving complex problem, and driving some innovation. So we are going to discuss about the importance of data analytics and followed with essential skills for data analytics, like what are the technical skills, soft skills required to build the foundation skills for data analyst. And the next is tools and technologies. We are going to see a quick overview of the popular tools used in data analytics and some real world applications, like the case studies, how data analytics is applied in various industries. And followed with, I'm going to give you a step to build a career in data analytics, or what are the, from where you have to start getting started with some education certifications and hands-on experiences. Let's discuss about the steps to build a career in data analytics, right? And followed with the Q&A session. Then the floor is yours for question and discussion. You can address some queries related to the session, and also you can share some additional resource for further learning, right? Right. So the introduction part. Let's try to understand the importance of data. So today data is everywhere in every field, whether you are a data scientist, marketer, businessman, data analyst, or researcher, or you are in any other profession, you need to play or experiment with raw or structured data. So this data is so important for us because it becomes important to handle and store it properly without any error, right? So the data is more important before we proceed with any kind of thing. So let's try to explore the importance of data. So here I have highlighted key three different importance of data, right? So what is the first one? Yes. The importance of data. The first one I have highlighted, data explosion, right? So data explosion here, every day we generate an immense amount of data, whether it's through social media or online transaction or IoT devices or business operations, whatever it could be. In fact, it is estimated that 2025, 463 exabyte of data will be created every day globally. So this explosion of data, it's not just overwhelming, it's a massive opportunity for us to extract some insights or meaningful insights to make a strategic business decision. So that is one of the key importance of data. And the second, data driven economy. So data has become the backbone of the global economy. So think of companies like Amazon, Google, or Netflix. They thrive because they harness the power of data to understand the customer preferences, right? Or to optimize any operation, they need to play around with the data. And even we can predict some market trends, right? So that is where the data has become the backbone of the global economy. And the third one is competitive advantages. So nowadays, most of the organizations that effectively use data analytics because they want to stay ahead of the competition. By leveraging this data, they can discover, or we can say they can uncover some pattern that helps them innovate faster, and they can optimize their process, and also they could able to provide some better customer experiences. See, for example, companies can anticipate a market demand, and also they can use some kind of a predictive analytics, and also they, based on the outcome of the result, they could able to adjust their strategies proactively. So as we proceed, we want to think about how this applies to our organization or how it applies to a particular field. And we need to think like, are we effectively using the data available to you? If not, we are leaving a significant competitive edge untapped. So we need to work on this data, right? So of course, we do have some challenges in making use of some data. Let's try to understand the rest of the things as well. The next is why data analytics. Why data analytics is important. So now that we understand the importance of data, let us try to explore why data analytics can empower organization in today's dynamic world. So without data analytics or with raw data, we couldn't make any actionable insight. So this kind of analytics tools and techniques that help us to transform a raw data into actionable insights. So with this, we could able to analyze some trends, patterns, and historical data. With that, business can able to take some decisions backed up by the facts rather than guesswork, right? So, for instance, a retail business can analyze sales data to predict some demand or to optimize their inventory, and also they could able to improve customer satisfaction, right? So, enabled informed decision making is one of the powerful data analytics thing. And the next is effectively solve complex problem. The second role of data analytics effectively solves complex problem. So many challenges we face in industries like healthcare, finance, or supply chain management. So they are also untangle this using analytics. Like they might be using some machine learning algorithms or any kind of a statistical model to effectively solve the complex problem, right? And the next is manages risks and foster innovation. Risk management is another critical area where analytics excels. So by identifying pattern, we could able to signal the fraud, or we could able to identify the compliance issues or any kind of a market risks. So companies can take preventive action immediately once they started identifying some meaningful pattern from it. Right. On the flip side, analytics drive innovation. Take Netflix, for example. They use customer viewing data to produce some original content. It depends, or they can say they tailored based on their audience preferences, right? This is innovation. This is innovation powered by insights. As we dive deeper into our session, we will think about how these benefits align with our organization goals, like how the areas can make decision making, problem solving, or any kind of information, right? So the most potential thing to get some insights or to drive a business decision, uh, we need to apply any tools and techniques to transform your raw data into meaningful insights, right? Whatever the problem might be, could be a simple problem or complex problem. We need to think how analytics could solve these problems in our organization. Right, next let's see the essential skills. What are the essential skills are required for the data analytics stuff? So the first one, to excel in data analytics, of course, uh, we need a mix of technical and practical skills. So the first step is data cleaning and preparation. So this is foundational. So you can't analyze dirty data. So cleaning might involve like removing duplicates, correcting errors, finding an outliers, and handling some missing values. If there is any missing values, how to impute the missing values by applying some strategy. So we need to think of those things. So you can't analyze dirty data, and of course, with raw data, we couldn't able to get some meaningful insight. We need to properly transform the raw data into a standard format so that we could be able to get some strategic insights. Right. The first step is data cleaning. Data cleaning and preparation is your foundation step, and the next is statistical analysis. So statistics reveals a pattern. Statistics reveals patterns, some insights. Imagine analyzing customer purchase data to understand buying trends. So whoever is earning more and spending more will come in one category. So earning more, spending less will fall in other categories. So to deviate or to differentiate the list of customers into a different category, we need some statistical technique to understand the customer behavior. Like let's deep dive into this part in the upcoming slide. So we have a different types of statistical analysis like descriptive statistics, inferential statistics, predictive analytics. So these kind of statistics will help us or allow us to summarize and understand the data. So with it, we could able to predict some future trends. So during school days, you might have been learned the basic fundamental maths like mean, median, mode, standard deviation. So this tells us the central tendency of the data, right? When you talk about inferential statistics, it talks about a population from a sample. From a sample, it's talk about a population. So which allow us to make prediction is inferential. When you talk about predictive, using some historical data, we are trying to make some forecasting analytics. So predicting product sale during the holiday season or during the weekdays, something like that. So to understand or to forecast, to make some prediction, we need a statistical, uh, uh, I mean, statistical concepts. Okay, statistics is the language of data, which helps us to summarize and understand the data in a meaningful format. And the third is visualization. So if we talk about data visualization, human process visuals much faster than text or numbers. So data visualization is key to storytelling. A simple line shot can show the revenue trends over time, while a scatter plot can reveal correlation. So we have a lot of tools and techniques here, like the business intelligence tool like Power BI, Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, MicroStrategy. We have n number of tools available in the market. So based on the factors, we need to pick up the right tool to get some visuals. I mean, visual in the sense we are just trying to represent our data in terms of graphs, charts, or visuals. Okay, it means like we are trying to connect our raw data into an actionable insights. So with that, we are helping our team to make some informed decision, right? That is our third essential skill. And the next is machine learning. Machine learning is where the data analytics gets exciting. So it's about teaching systems to learn from data. There are three main types that comes under machine learning. So machine learning and traditional learning. Let's try to understand the key differences of traditional programming versus machine learning. Whereas in traditional programming, we need to feed the input followed with we need to set a set of rules and regulation. We need to set a protocol, or we need to give some instruction to a machine to do something. So based on the given instruction given by the developer, the program will work and it gives you the desired output. On the other hand, if we talk about machine learning, it's purely data driven. Rather than fact driven, it's purely a data driven. So we need to pass input along with the associated output to the model. The model learns something from the given data and it gives you the prediction. Okay, so it's about teaching system. We are trying to teach machine to learn something from the given data. So this can be classified into three types: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement. When you talk about supervised, every input is associated with some target labels, right? It means like you may have a set of fruits with different shapes, color, dimensions, right? For instance, if it is round in shape or if it is in this dimension with red color, we can consider that as an apple. We can annotate it as an apple. If it is no-sided with orange color or something, we can annotate that as an orange. If the length is big and if it is a yellow in color, we can say it is a banana. So each and every fruit has its own dimension, own color. So these are all like a features: color, dimension, the length. These are all the features of that particular fruit. So we need to feed the features along with the annotation. So the model could able to learn something from the given data. If in case in future, if we pass any new or unseen data to the model has the ability to predict whether the given fruit belongs to apple category or orange category, or what is that, the banana category, something like that. So we are trying to teach a machine to learn something from the given data. In unsupervised, we don't have annotation. Rather, we have an unlabeled data based on the what to say, like the pattern. Uh, Based on the similarity in the pattern, it is trying to classify that into a different groups or customers, right? So the essential skill is programming. Programming is like a glue. It's like a glue that holds your analytics together. Even if you want to do any kind of an analytics, or if you want to build a if you want to make a machine to understand something from the data, we need to write some programmings, right? So here Python with libraries like pandas and numpy, it's a versatile and beginner friendly library that helps us to build models and even automate your task. Okay, and of course, we have another programming language called OR that specializes in statistical analysis. And of course, it has some powerful visualization tools as well. So these languages helps us to clean the data, build the models, and also it helps us to even automate the tasks. Okay. For instance, with Python, you can analyze customer feedback to improve the products. So that is one of the essential skill. And the last one is domain knowledge. So domain knowledge, it refers to technical skills are very critical. Okay, but domain knowledge sets you apart. Understanding the piece and the nuances of the industry ensures your analysis are not just accurate but also meaningful. If you have a domain expertise, definitely they have a very good understanding about the data, right? So, for instance, the healthcare analyst must understand the medical terminologies, and also they might be aware of the regulations, right? So, in order to drive the actionable insights or meaningful insights from the given data, the domain knowledge is the domain knowledge skills are very critical. It's definitely it give you a meaningful insights, and also they will give you each and every bits and pieces of the informations about that particular domain industries. So I have given some example like what kind of the common issues generally we face when we were dealing with cleaning the data. Sometimes the rows might be missing in a particular data set, or you might be finding some outlier in the sense the actual value is deviating. Some of the values might get deviated from the actual value significantly. If there is any deviation, definitely it affects your model performance. So we need to clean the outlier, and we need to impute the missing values with applying some strategy. So data cleaning is also one kind of important thing when it comes to the data analytics stuff. So the importance of data quality, accurate, we can make some accurate prediction, credibility, effective problem solving, efficient operations, customer satisfaction, compliance, cost saving, predictive accuracy. These are the things I have listed down few for the importance of the data quality. Right. So as we discussed earlier, data visualization will help us to represent your data in terms of charts or graphs. The benefit here is it simplifies the complex data, it enhances the data-driven storytelling, and also it aids in decision making, right? So here I have listed down the popular tools of visualization like Tableau and Power BI. So these two are most popularly and widely used data visualization tool, which is user-friendly um, interface, and it has some powerful capabilities to visualize your data. Even if you are a non-technical user, in simple drag and drop function, we could able to generate a report. But still, if you want to do the analysis for the complex stuff, then we need to write some DAX measure. It is something similar to in Excel, we'll be writing some formula to do a mathematic function, right? The same way we need to write a DAX measure to do some kind of a statistics, right? Okay, this one is machine learning. I will take you to the programming skills. Okay, what is machine learning? Without being explicitly programmed, we are trying to make our machine to understand from the given data. So it has categorized into two types, supervised and unsupervised. In supervised learning model, every input is associated with target variable. When you feed this data, both input and output to the model has the ability to learn. Once you have trained your model, if you pass a new or unseen data, the model has the ability to predict your new data outcome, right? So that is supervised. Whereas in unsupervised, it doesn't involve any target variables, meaning there is no output, there is no target variable. So we have only list of features. The model has to identify the relationship between each and every feature, and it gives you the different patterns in the clusters. You may have a set of images as an input, like four-sided, three-sided, no-sided, six-sided set of shapes. Okay, we don't have any annotation for it. If when you pass this list of shapes to the model has the ability to classify it into different clusters. Four-sided falls in one category, three-sided falls in other category, no-sided well falls in other category. So even unsupervised learning model has the ability to categorize the similar items into a different category. And the reinforcement, it's again, it's purely based on the training agents that gets involved in it. Nowadays, you might be aware of the Gen AI, OpenAI Chat GPT tool. When you try to prompt something in the text box, it gives you the result. Once if you're satisfied with the result, we'll be considering that. If not, what we generally do, we'll be clicking the regenerate button. Once you click regenerate, you will get a pop-up whether the given result is best, better, or worse, right? So based on the reward points who were given by the end user, it accumulates all the cumulative points. So the objective here is to increase or to maximize the cumulative reward points. Okay, so reinforcement learning, it's like a multiple trial and error. The model has the ability to learn the thing. Okay, so it's based on the cumulative reward points, the reinforcement learning works. So what are the real world machine learning projects can be done with the help of ML? It is not only applicable to a specific sector. Across industries, you can apply a machine learning projects like a healthcare, finance, retail, transportation, marketing, energy, entertainment. So it is applicable to across various industries. You can, the only thing we need a data. So if you have a raw data, we could able to transform the data into a standard format by using a data analytics tool, and even we can visualize the data in a meaningful pattern in terms of charts or graphs using data visualization. But still, if you want to do advanced analytics to predict something or to forecast something, yes, of course, we have a machine learning programming tool, programming languages. Using Python, we could able to write a machine learning code to build a model. Even we can automate the tasks. So these kind of stuff can be done for any kind of an applications. Okay, I will take you to the next slide. I mean, the two programming languages is Python and R. R is more based on the statistical stuff, whereas Python, as we know, it's a beginner friendly languages for data analytics. So even we have a lot of popular Python libraries like NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. So these three libraries are essential when we are dealing with the data analytics. So if you want to do any kind of data manipulation or data analytics, you can completely rely on pandas library. Or if you want to do any kind of a mathematical operation like creating matrix or array, or if you want to do any kind of mathematical function, yes, you can rely on NumPy library. And the third one is Matplotlib. This is for data visualization. Even if you want to represent your data in terms of charts, graphs, or code, something, then you can rely on this Matplotlib. Yes, of course, we have additional library like Seaborn. That is again a dynamic interactive tool for building data visualization stuff. So we have popular Python programming languages, and R is also there for doing any kind of data manipulation and visualization. Right. So the next is business domain knowledge. So why business domain knowledge is required? So we have a lot of tool for representing your data or data visualization. We have a machine learning tools for building, and we have programming skills, right? That is the foundation of working with data. And to automate any kind of a process, definitely we need to rely on programming skills, right? And what is the usage of domain knowledge? Why business domain knowledge uh, is essential? As we discussed earlier, it refers to the understanding or getting some nuances of the industry specific process or industry specific terminology or any challenges or goals of a particular business sector. Definitely we need a domain specific knowledge, right? For instance, in banking, it could mean knowing about credit risk or customer onboarding or any kind of a compliance regulation. While in retail, it could mean understanding inventory management, sales forecasting, or customer behavior, right? So these kind of, if you are a particular domain expertise, you might be aware of all those things, right? We could able to align our solution with business goals, right? So with this, what we can achieve, which in turn we could able to achieve faster complex problem solving, and also we could able to enhance the credibility, right? So in order to align your solutions with business goals, business domain knowledge is more important. And how business domain knowledge complement a technical skill. So it helps in presenting your data in a way that resonates with your decision makers. And when you talk about data analysis, knowing which metric matters for a business helps in analyzing the right data. Or in order to understand the business context, or to choose a most suitable algorithm, most suitable features, then this domain knowledge complements a technical skills. Though if you are a good at technical skill, sometimes you may not be aware like which feature to choose as the best, the best feature. But to pick the essential or the important features to build a model, these kind of domain knowledge will help us a lot, right? And tools and technologies. Here I have highlighted the tools. What are the most important tools which we commonly use for building any kind of a data analytics? First, data collection and storage. So these tools help us to gather and manage your data from multiple sources. Like the databases, we have a SQL, MongoDB, Cassandra, and the data lake. Let us try to understand the differences between database and data lake. When you talk about database, it's look like a structured like data. Like it looks like a, uh, to put it simply, you can think of like a spreadsheet. It looks like a table, right? It has some rows and columns, right? It looks like a table. If your data is in the form of a tabular format, then we call it as a database, relational database. Data lake, on the other hand, it is a combination of structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. It could be a raw data, it could be it might be look like a table like format, or it might be XML format, HTML format, JSON file, or even it could be a flat file, PDF files. The data might be in any format. So whatever the original format, we can store as it is. So in order to store, nowadays we can't expect all our data is in the form of a table, right? Now we started posting some images, videos, some kind of a flat text or comment, or many kind of a sentiment kind of stuff will be uploaded in social media, right? So everything is considered as the data. In order to store any kind of any format of data into a thing, then we need a data link. Like we have Amazon S3, Hadoop, Azure data link. And ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. In order to transform your raw data into a suitable format, we have an ETL tool like Talent, Informatica, and Alteryx. And for the API, we have a REST API for integrating your data. So for collecting and storage, we will be relying on these tools. And for cleaning and preparing, we'll be relying on Python, Pandas, NumPy, and R. Right? So we have a different platform for manipulating or doing any kind of data analysis. We have a Databricks, Google Cloud Data Prep. And using some Python libraries like Pandas and NumPy, we can transform our raw data into a suitable format. Right. And for visualization, yes, of course, we have a lot of BI tools. Like as we discussed earlier, like we have Tableau, Power BI, and Click. And if you want to write some Python code instead of relying on the BI tool, is using Python, we can use the Matplot or Seaborn library. So which help us to discover some pattern or any trends or insights to make some strategic business decision. And for machine learning, as we have a lot of frameworks and libraries, scikit-learn is a library where you'll be finding a ready-made model, like for building a regression, a classification, or any kind of clustering technique, we have a ready-made model. So using that classes, we could able to build a ML model. And as if again for TensorFlow, it's like a deep learning. Even if you have a complex data or if a data is in the form of images, in order to deal a deep learning, we'll be relying on TensorFlow framework. On top of TensorFlow, of course, we have the high-level API called Keras. So both TensorFlow and Keras will help us to deal with a deep learning model. And we have a platform like AWS SageMaker, Azure Machine Learning, and Google Vertex AI. So these are the platforms we completely rely on to develop and deploy your predictive models. And big data tools. Imagine you have a exabyte of data. So to deal with or to handle a massive amount of data, most of the normal tools and technologies doesn't support, or else we need to upgrade or we need to subscribe for dealing a massive amount of data. And to effectively process your massive data, we have a big data tools like Apache Hadoop, Apache Spark, and Kafka. So Kafka is for real-time streaming analytics. Using Spark, we could able to build any kind of a model. And these two are a big data processing tools. And sometimes most of the modern nowadays the modern business organized not the modern business days, most of the organization is migrating to a cloud platform. right? It's like a pay as you go model. So whenever you are required, you can scale up and scale down horizontally. You can scale up and scale down your storage spaces as well as your compute engine rather than purchasing some physical hardware. Whereas in a traditional model, we need to purchase some hardware. We need to deploy someone to maintain it. If in case if there is any technical things or if any of the failure happens, we'll be losing the data, right? So to avoid those kind of or to mitigate those risks, nowadays most of the organizations is migrating to a cloud platform or cloud computing platform. This is one of the on-demand data processing tools like AWS, Microsoft Azure, GCP, Snowflake, even IBM. So we have a lot of tools which is available in the market. We can completely rely on any of the cloud computing platforms. And for deploying and for the development and operations, we have some tools like Docker, Kubernetes. These are all like the project coordinating things, which helps us to operationalize any kind of a data projects. So these are the most commonly tools and techniques which we used for data analytics. And what are the real world applications can be built? As we discussed, there is no hard and fast rule to stick with a specific sector. It is applicable to the various domain across industries. For healthcare, if you want to predict any disease outbreaks, yes, you have a data. We have a lot of tools like for preparing your data. We have pandas, numpy. To visualize, we have Power BI. To build, we have machine learning model, right? So using machine learning algorithm, we are trying to predict the disease outbreaks. One is healthcare and finance for credit scoring and risk assessment. We have some data, historical data with us. Using that historical data, we are trying to build a machine learning model to transform the raw data into actionable insights. So we are trying to use one of the approach called predictive analytics. So predictive analytics is one of the approach that we or one of the uses of data is predictive analytics. And the next step is building a career. All right. So let's imagine if you're new to this domain like a data analytics, building a career in today's rapidly evolving data and technology landscape, it requires a strategic planning. A continuous learning is also more important. And of course, learning is one part and doing it practically with hands-on exercises is another way. Like let's try to break down the steps and strategies to build a rewarding and successful career in this domain. Okay, let's start with a strong foundation. We need to start with a strong foundation. Either we have to pursue some formal education in relevant fields like computer science, data science, statistics, or business analytics. So getting degree can provide a strong base, or else we need to explore some kind of a certifications related to it. Next, of course, we have a lot of online courses to get some hands-on exposure to real-world tools and techniques. So what are the key concepts to learn here? First step is programming. It's a Python or R language. And the databases. To store your data, to manage your data, we need to understand the database and SQL concepts. To build a machine learning model, we need to understand the machine learning and AI fundamental. To visualize your data, we need to understand the business intelligence and data visualization too. And in order to deal a massive amount of data, we need a big technology, big data technologies called Hadoop Spark. So these are the key concepts to learn to start with a strong foundation and gain practical experience. You have to look for internship or any kind of a junior role in data analysis, machine learning in order to apply your learning into real world scenarios. So gain familiarity with tools like Excel, SQL, Power BI, or Python, right? Once it is done, and we need to build your portfolio with projects that can solve the actual problem. Example, you can include building predictive models, or you can create some dashboard in Power BI. Okay, analyze some kind of a data to discover some pattern. Use platform like GitHub to showcase your work publicly so that everyone can view and collaborate. Even you could able to collaborate with others to get some insights about this. Okay, so build your portfolio with projects and take any freelance projects. Okay, there where you can offer your skill to a non-profit or local business to gain some more diverse experience. So freelancing or volunteering is one of the best way to gain some practical experiences. Right? As you gain experience, you just focus on specialized area like data analytics, machine learning, deep learning, whatever I have listed down in the tools and terminologies. Just try to follow up the tool. These tools are essential. Without these tools, and again, we could not be able to get some full analytics stuff, right? So achieving certification like Google Cloud Professional, AWS Certified Machine Learning Specialty, or any kind of a certified analytics professional course will enhance your credibility. So just you need to build your expertise and specialize it. I mean, like sometimes they might have given a short course like 3 days or 5 days. Sometimes it might be a boot camp like 6 months course or something. But still, it's like ocean. We need to stay abreast with the latest technologies. So this is one of the fast moving field. So it is very essential to stay updated with the latest trends, techniques, and technologies. I request everyone to participate in webinars or any online courses or attend some industry conferences that will enhance your that will upskill your um, uh, I mean, the tools like the data science and machine learning in the field, right? And once you're familiarized with this, and we need to network and we need to build a connection. Like you can start attending some industry events to learn from experts, and you can connect with peers whoever is good at that part. You can join any kind of an online communities like a LinkedIn, GitHub, Stack Overflow, Data Science Center in order to engage with some broader community, right? So these kind of a professional branding, you need to maintain a professional LinkedIn profile, engage in some thought leadership, writing blogs, sharing insights on related to data science. That will help us to grow your network to open up your new career opportunities, right? So I request everyone to prepare for your career growth and leadership role, and you need to take up these steps. Like just gain hands-on experience, build a strong portfolio, specialize in these areas, find a good networking and find some good mentorship in the field. And so these kind of personal branding and job searching strategies or any kind of a career advancement strategies uh, will help you to build your skills. This is a field where the learning never stops. So I request everyone to stay curious, be adaptable, and keep building your skills. So building a career in this data and tech industry is an exciting and dynamic opportunity. Okay, with the right foundation of all the skills, whatever I have listed in the deck of slides, it will help you to focus on some real world applications, right? So this will help you to enhance your thing. So that's it from my end. If you have any questions, you can check with me now. Any questions? So the floor is yours. You can feel free to ask your questions. So today's key takeaway, like we understand that we understood a lot of terminologies, like right from the importance of data, followed with the importance of data analytics. What are the key importance of data analytics? And we learned the essential skills for data analytics. And I have listed on some tools and technologies. What are the things you need to gain some hands-on experience? And we talked about some real-world applications and also how to build a career in data. So that's it from my end. If you have any questions, you can share with me now. If not, please feel free to drop off. John and Sophia, would you like to get any feedback or any attendance from the participants? If so, you can coordinate with.
All right. So maybe there's no question from our participants right now. So everyone, I want to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for your active participation, your curiosity, and your willingness to dive into the world of data analytics. Your engagement today has made this session truly special. Also, a special thank you to our trainer, Miss Ranu, for sharing your expertise, insights, and passion. Your dedication to making complex concepts accessible and engaging has truly empowered us all. to think critically about data and its transformative potential. So, before we wrap up, please take a moment to fill out the Google form that we shared in the Zoom chat box for certificate generation and attendance. Once again, thank you for your time, your energy, and your commitment to learning. I wish you all the best as you continue on your path in the world of data analytics. Stay curious, stay driven, and keep analyzing. Thank you, and good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. John. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for taking up this course. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Once again, please ensure to fill out the attendance form that we send here in the Zoom chat. All right, so that you can have your certificate. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Miss Sophia and Mr. John, John Peter has some question. Like last week, he didn't get this. Maybe we can coordinate with him.
Okay. So John Peter, you can um text the one that give reminder on that day. So she will
Yeah, Miss
assist
Sophia and
you.
Mr. John, John Peter has some question. Like, last week, he didn't get this.
Sham, you can just write your name in the Google form, and then it will be auto-generated to the Google Docs. You can find your name in the Google Docs given. Thank you. Jackie Tan, you can text the one you who sent you reminder on that day. She will assist you to get your certificate for the last time. Thank you. Or also you can double check your email because we send our certificates through your email. I think I will close the Zoom call right now. Thank you, Miss Renu.
All
Thank
right,
you,
Miss Sophia.
John.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for your time, Mr. John and
Thank you,
Sophia.
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you, Miss